Hey, I want to talk about history right quick because you see these people behind me. A brother told me these was Indians, right? And see, when historians are teaching us about the ancestors and what the ancestors taught, what did they teach? Can anybody on TikTok tell me what they teach? This is why when the scriptures say don't dwell on the past, I'm doing a new thing. So God has new people and God ain't never died. God don't die. As y'all say, energy don't die. So if God energy ain't dead, then we are the new people to bring in the new ways. Because if our ancestors had the way, they wouldn't have got took from them. They'll still have their kingdom. Now, this is a kingdom of African people, right? Which was never slaves. None of these people up here trace their history to slavery. They all trace their history to royalty. Now, key thing, they wasn't here 400 years ago. All these people was up here 150 years ago or less. Some of these people died in the 1900s. We know nothing about these people as African Americans, but we know about 2,000-year-old biblical characters. We know about 6,000-year-old so-called ancestors and millions of years of bones. But we don't know nothing that went on 150 years ago. So this is what I try to tell people when it comes to nation building. We must learn to move forward, drop what we think, and come together to what's at hand. Because right now, I got a future, you got a future. And we need to do something about it. And if that energy ain't dead, the energy ain't going to use ancestors. It's going to use the living people. You know. So I hope this gave some enlightenment, especially for my historians who try to go so far and go into deep in a million years ago. What happened 150 years ago? Because what happened 150 years ago could still be affecting me today. What happened 50 years ago can still be affecting me today. But you're not going to sit here and tell me something happened 2,000 years ago and it's still affecting me today. That's not true, y'all. You know, so we're here to change that narrative. That's why we always have this in the background. These are people that was never slaves 150 years ago. So that 400 years slavery, throw it out the window, y'all. Throw it out the window. You know, this is kind of information we need to be talking about because this is what we are restoring. We are restoring the Solomonic dynasty that was tore down, which is a dynasty that brings forth the wisdom and the instructions and the majesty of God. This is who you see up here. And we know nothing about these people, but everybody know the Bible. You know. So as always, brothers and sisters, I just hope the Father has circumcised your hearts and ears for the message.